Welcome back, everybody. Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact Fans. Right here on the TNI Network. This is Charlotte, my co-host, Bill, J-Bone, and Lisa. This is the Impact Talk speaking for the week of, I guess, wait, Jay, I always forget. Do I say the date that Impact Xplosion, they put out Xplosion? Do I say today's date? I always screw this up. What day do I say? Today? The week of December 20th?
I just make it simple. Just say it's episode 35 covering the week of Impact Wrestling.
There we go. What J-Bone said. All right, there we go. Very nice. What's up, everybody?
Or number 30. What is this? 36?
36. Get your
36.
J-Bone, I thought I was off. I can't have you being off, too, if I'm off here, okay? I need you to keep it together. What's going on, guys? Merry Christmas week to everybody. It's 4 days. I got my shopping done all yesterday. I'm all done.
Ooh,
Bill, you're on the road. Clearly, it's a hotel behind you.
Clearly.
You haven't had any shopping done. I'm assuming you're not. You haven't got anything done. You're waiting for it. Come on.
No. I will. I come back on Christmas Eve about noon, so we'll be from the airport to shopping.
So everybody's getting dollar store gifts. That's what's going on.
No, just the local gas station. Wawa, everybody.
Like, look at this. I always wanted this.
Cards galore.
This funnel's great, son. Thank you very much. Alicia's got some very tasty hot chocolate chilling tonight on a Sunday. What's going on, Alicia?
Going good. Just enjoying a nice calm day. Made a nice dinner. Some Alfredo.
Ooh.
Nice. Very nice.
A little
very
side
good.
salad.
Nice. Very good. J-Bone, what's going on with you? You were late today. I want to know why. I want you to tell all the people in the chat why the hell you were late today.
J-Bone was late because he's always trying to adjust the quality of his camera. His camera is turning into... After 7 years of using this camera, it's time to get a new one, Daddy.
All right, two things. Number one, not as exciting as I wanted that answer to be.
Sorry.
Secondly, can we do a GoFundMe for J-Bone to get a new camera? I think it's about time. J-Bone, I think the listeners will do a GoFundMe for J-Bone's new camera. Can we do that, please?
Hey, how about cheering some bits and some subs? That always helps too.
I like that idea too. So don't forget, guys, you're watching on Twitch. Cheer bits, subscribe, get on with the whole Twitch community. The new emotes should be up this week. We're gonna have Monty Brown and John E. Bravo are gonna be the two new emotes for Twitch. So those will be up this week. Brian's going to be getting those up for us. So who's in the chat here, J-Bone? Let's say hello to everybody before we jump into stuff.
Let's see. We got my favorite nephew, Paul Delson. Ronan is in here. Kai. That's a new name.
Kai.
Let's see. We got Terrence Sullivan. We've got Mir Neeson, Zach Bonifer cheering some bits.
Thank you, Zach. Very cool, man. Awesome. Welcome everybody to the Sunday dinner. Kyle, of course, is not here. Nobody's shocked. Kyle's not here. He did send us a message today, right? He's like, "Hey guys, I'm watching Xplosion. I'm gonna be ready for tonight."
He might make an appearance. Who knows? No confirmation.
None.
That's so good.
Could be just running late. You never know.
It could be. Before we jump to anything else, I want to thank everybody again for the YouTube love. We cracked our goal for the year. We got to a YouTube threshold. They love us. They're real happy with us over at YouTube, so that's real nice. And J-Bone's they tried demonetizing us already. For a bunch of our stuff. I don't think they like shots, guys. I don't think they like shots fired. I think that's what it is. They hear that gunshot and they're like, we can't be monetizing this shit. But we did because J-Bone, you were fighting with YouTube all weekend here, from what I see.
It was J-Bone versus YouTube at the end of 2020 for the biggest battle of trying to get some pennies on YouTube.
Dude, it fucking worked because they sent me I got 4 emails to the show email. They're like, all right, just take J-Bone off, put him back on his leash. We'll monetize all your videos. We're cool. We're sorry. They're all back to normal, so we're good. So let that run in. Let's buy the house. Our first few pennies already came in from that. Bill, it's a lot of merchandise coming your way.
Oh, I don't know. I might be able to get that candy bar I bought.
Everybody here.
It is a payday candy bar.
We should all. Okay, how about this?
I'll take a Three Musketeers.
Can I? Well, for the joke part of it, once we get our first YouTube payout, can I buy everybody a payday candy bar? And just this is what we can afford with this. Literally, just the tongue in cheek. But cool. Everybody else good though? Alicia, shopping done, Christmas ready to go. I want to know. There's gonna be photos of your like food, right? Because I'm always like hype on Alicia's cooking. There's always like bomb ass pictures going on.
Of
Like
course,
I got the most pathetic fucking like bachelor pad like food. Like I'm not a bad cook, but like the spread. Like Alicia will put out these beautiful pictures, which you can see at Alicia BKK on Instagram. These beautiful, like this beautiful spread, and I'm like, man, that's fucking great. I wish I knew how to do that. like I would love to just do that on a table, and like cool for myself, but I can't.
Years
it's like
of practice.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I got this air fryer now, and that's it. Like everything's easy.
Yeah,
it's
I love an air fryer.
Just shortcuts all day long. All day long. We have Julian Bravo here. I'm assuming this is a put that back up there, Jabe. I'm assuming this is an alter ego of. Here we go. Should I know about my alter egos before I start the show? Is this a relative of John E. Capital E. Period Bravo? Is this J-Bone? Who the hell is this?
A cousin's, neighbor's, wife's former thing. I don't know.
Shit. All right, well, cool. Let's do this, guys. We'll talk Xplosion for a minute, and then we will we'll jump into some open topics. We're gonna keep it to the hour here, so let's see how it goes. So the Xplosion match this week, guys, was Taya Valkyrie taking on Renee Michelle. Short match though. This was totally super short. It's like 8 minutes. I timed it. 8 minutes and 30 seconds, including entrances. But yeah, super short. But Alicia, I don't know about you. I really like Renee in this one. I was like, dude, you could put her on the roster after this match.
Yeah,
I was in.
Sure.
I was fucking in, man. I don't know. I felt like she shined more in the solo match. That was only like 8 minutes long, but I dug it. But I've never seen her wrestle before, like Impact. Have you seen her prior to this?
No, I've never seen her before.
So you haven't. Bill, was she on any indie shows you've been going to? Oh, you're on mute, Bill. Oh. There we go. Oh, there we go. He's unmuted. There we are.
Yes. Yeah, no. I've seen her on a handful of indie shows. Maybe 4 to 5 times. She worked like a lucha show I went to, and I feel like she was probably maybe it was a Shine show. I seen her once or twice there. So, and maybe a Wrestle Pro show. So maybe about 4 times I've seen her, but she's good. She's talented. And I think she kind of, when she went up north for that brief time, I think she's working on her character and stuff, which you don't really do on the indies. So I didn't expect her to have that, but I think she's working. I said before, she could take Scarlett's spot, the smoke show type gimmick.
Dude, yeah,
why not?
She's got that same kind of like demeanor. Well, she's married to Spud, right? Am I getting that part right? She's married to Spud. But did she wrestle up there, or was she just like part of his like skits and shit too? Was that it?
I think it was mainly the skits and stuff.
Okay.
She was in the Mae Young, and she was at the Performance Center. I don't know if she ever got on NXT or anything. I think she was just at the Performance Center and in skits with that 24/7 title, if I'm not wrong, Jay.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot of the details.
And from what I've heard, the consummation of the marriage still has to take place.
That was a big gimmick. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh boy.
That was Spud was like all excited, but he was really torn between the importance of that 24/7 title and his wife, and it was awkwardly hilarious.
Is Spud still a virgin? Is that what like the story is right now?
One of the two definitely is. I suppose it's yet to be confirmed, but yeah, probably definitely. Yeah.
Nice. No, she's cool though, man. I think she's better as a solo than she was in the tag with Killer Kelly. Even with Kelly though, I'm like, she's better as a solo too. So, dude, yeah. I mean, honestly, if there's knockouts leaving, like you've already replenished some here. Like if the whole Taya thing's up in the air, but dude, like even it would suck to lose Taya, obviously, but you're already filling in some gaps if these girls get signed. So yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Like, right? Like it, true to Impact, man. Like people leave and they just keep bringing people in. It's just how it is. So no, I'm down. Again, short match. I don't think too much to really talk about on this one, but
Josh did say
Yeah.
He doesn't just throw nuggets out there. He said, "Oh, maybe she could get a full-time roster spot."
She did.
So I think that's a good hint for Renee.
Yeah, why not? And Taya looked amazing as always in this. So she was
Taya
great.
won.
Taya did win. Yep, with the Road to
Yeah.
Road to
Valhalla,
Valhalla.
which she doesn't do. She wasn't doing in the tag team though in Ragnarok, right? She really wasn't doing it there much or trying it even. I feel like she hasn't busted. Like I don't remember seeing her do it in a while. Is what I'm saying. Which I love that move. Like that's one of those moves. Like I don't know how it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like there's no way it's not gonna fucking hurt.
Well, that's
a good one.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to say about Renee Michelle. Her in-ring work, as short as this match was, this was short but sweet. This was a great back and forth between the two. Show that she can work with new gals like on the fly, because I'm pretty sure she never worked with Taya before. I could be wrong. But this was a nice little match, and man, she sold the hell out of that finisher. She did. She didn't Taya got up, did her whole celebratory thing up on the rope with her pose and everything. And then the camera panned out and Renee Michelle was still laying there in the middle of the ring. I mean, she sold it. And that's one of the few things out there that doesn't get recognized enough is like, okay, you can work in the ring, you can do your moves, you can go back and forth, but can you sell a finisher? This gal sell the finisher. She sold the finisher, excuse me.
Yeah,
but
let me put this out there to everybody in the chat. Let me start with Alicia on this though. Okay, so the Taya thing's up in the air, right? We don't know she's staying or she's going.
Is her contract up?
I think January, right? Was it January?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like it's coming up, right? Like, and it's not really getting. Okay. First off, before we give the question, Alicia, I don't know like why she would give up all the freedom she has with the Loca gear and the stuff she does on the side and going over the world. I guess like to work with her husband's one thing. There's the Loca mask Bill's got. I don't know why I guess people want to go for the big payday, the video games, all that stuff. But if she does stay, like, so what would you do? What would be the first thing you did with her? Would you continue to tag team with Rosemary? Would you break her out? Like, would that be like I guess we do need tag teams, all right? We're putting the tag team division out, right?
I mean, if we're going to put a tag team division together, it makes sense that we would have long-standing tag teams instead of just, again, hodgepodge platypus teams that we just throw together 1 week.
Because it's kind of what happened the first time around with these tag team belts.
Yeah,
you didn't have enough.
Again, if you're going to introduce a belt, why not take it serious?
True. That's a good point.
We have a big enough female roster now where we can have active tag team as well as singles and kind of separate the two a little bit.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm all for it. Like, keep the teams going. Don't lose. Like, she's done everything she could in the solo division at this point, right? So I'm all for keeping the team going. Ragnarok should definitely continue. So, guys in the chat, sound off. Anybody who's leaving comments after the show, give us your thoughts. I'm curious what everybody thinks about this one. Bill, any thoughts on this? What would you do if you were booking it?
Well, one thing I'm wondering, because now that Xplosion does kind of go storyline with the TV show, what do you think Johnny Bravo's spot is right now?
Dude, that's a weird one.
Representing Rosemary and Taya, one or the other? Neither?
I think he's done, right? Like, he's kind of...
I think that this affirmed that, is my guess. Because he was still... Because we've seen him backstage a little bit. Obviously, Rosemary, he should not think kindly towards right now based on what happened. But is Taya totally to blame in this? I don't know. Could he go back to Taya? I think maybe. But if not, I wonder where he goes. But I think we're all big Taya fans. I think you can, for now, keep her with Rosemary as a tag because you're doing the tag stuff. But she can easily split back into a singles because she's been your top singles knockout for a year and a half, 2 years. She had the title for a year, so she was your top knockout there. But I could easily elevate her back into a main event knockout scene, then without question. So I guess it all depends on where you see the Knockouts title over the next, because we know it's changed around. With Deanna, and so I still want to see Deanna and Taya long term.
Deanna Taya never really had a big run yet, right? Like that was.
No, they teased it the day she signed pretty much on social media, but they've never done it. So I'd like to see that.
I didn't even think about that. Good point. Really good point. We'll see. Well, there's a lot of places to go. Like you said, it's all going to depend on where the title falls to, but I just hope she resigns. Like I don't want her to leave. I know Mark would be devastated if she fucking leaves. Like he's gonna leave.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. She's really grown as a knockout over the last three or so years. From the Lucha Underground days to coming in, and when she came in solo, she didn't come in with Johnny. She was paired up later, but she came in solo, and she really set everything on fire. I'd like to see her either stay with Rosemary, which she's been with her for a while, but it was more just storyline based and not so much wrestling. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see her almost have her own faction, because for a while they were pairing her up with a couple of girls from like her end of the country. I think this is back when they were kind of starting to put things in motion with all this, when they were changing up Rosemary's storyline, her character, and they were trying to make Rosemary more like Taya comically, and they had the other girls there, and then Rosemary started sucking souls. I think one was
Heather Monroe.
Heather Monroe, and then the other girl was
Holly.
Holly Meowie or so. Yeah,
Holly Meowie.
Holly Meowie.
She was
Housewives of Slamtown.
Yes, that's She was
really
famous. She was famous B's sidekick in Lucha Underground. Yeah.
Oh, she was there. Okay.
Yeah,
wait, wasn't it really Holly Meowie?
Holly Meowie.
Yeah,
oh, it really is.
Yeah. I think it's a gimmick name, but that's what she calls herself.
Oh, okay.
She's really in tune with the whole animal community locally. She works with cat rescues and stuff like that.
It feels like it has to be.
Meow, meow, meow. That's how I feel too.
It had to be.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks.
Jimmy Jacobs just released a new Christmas song, by the way. Did anybody hear this?
Oh, he's into music.
Yeah, he put it out like
guitar. Yes,
it's him strumming a guitar, singing like the very Sandler-like Christmas song. It's great. Check it out on his Twitter. I think it's Jimmy Jacobs X.
I don't have Twitter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, it's public. It's public. You can go.
Oh, okay. So I can check it out.
Just Google Jimmy Jacobs Twitter. Yeah, it'll come up. But yeah, we'll see where it goes, guys. Around the ring with our boy David Penzer and Chris Sabin for part 3. It's the 3-part Around the Ring. Anything of note on this one? There wasn't. They basically talked about the origins of the guns on this one, like where they. I didn't know they first teamed up in Japan. That was interesting.
That was interesting. Yeah.
And the biggest takeaway I got, which is funny due to the history of this show, Vince Russo, not a fan of the tag team at all. Our boy Penzer he didn't want to say anything. He wanted to be nice about when Russo's name was mentioned.
Russo was on Penzer's show. It's just funny, but no, yeah, he wasn't too happy about that. But no, it was interesting.
But he eventually caved in. They kept pressuring him to let them do a tag, and he eventually let it go. So and let him tried.
You know what's funny though? Like Russo gets that it's like, well, he didn't see it, and everybody's like, oh, what an idiot. You know, it's like no. Like, okay, not everybody's going to see it right away, you know, like shit, like give them a break. Like, I'm sure there's
remember, they were early for, if you want to say, smaller tag teams.
True.
That became in vogue after they came out. He started the trend. Like, obviously, then we'll get to the match, but the match with Generation Me doesn't happen without the machine guns first hitting the scene.
True. Very true. Very true. That was cool. Anything of note, Alicia, anything else that came out of this one that caught you by interest, I guess?
No, overall it was just good wrap up to a 3-parter.
Yeah, wasn't too crazy. Was there anything you guys? I didn't really jot anything down. Just the Japan thing was the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
For 0-1, because I remember around that same time they were coming to Chicago a lot for AAW before I worked at the company, obviously, but they were. Because they already become the machine guns on TV, like same year, 2008. they were coming here and they were going by the Murder City machine guns. And I forgot why, like if it wasn't for they didn't want to step on TNA's toes at the time, but there's like they were here so much that there's an AAW best of the Murder City machine guns. So like
that makes sense because you can't really use murder in a tag team name for televised company.
Right. So they did, but like they were here a ton. There's a shit ton of matches with them in Chicago against some major teams. So I definitely. If anybody has the AEW on demand, go check that. It's on there streaming for free and 30 days free if you want to check that out. But yeah, it's on there. If you're a big Machine Guns fan, you can see a lot more of their Midwestern stuff because they were coming in with a lot of the Detroit tag teams and stuff like that. So a lot of guys they worked with. So there's some good chemistry matches on there. Cool. So that was a wrap up on that. I'm curious who's next week. I have no idea who's the next one's going to be.
No, they did not tease it. Although Josh is now consistent 3 weeks in a row. He says during the opening contest the format of the show. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be, but very generic. It's almost just like that. It's going to be a match. It's going to be around the ring with David Penzer. It's going to be a classic match. And then something from like a recent Impact. I don't think he says anything about the recent Impact footage, but so it's like those three things are now the staple of Xplosion.
Yeah, I mean for now that's what it's going to be. So, but cool. What was the match? What was the rewind match this week?
It was Final Resolution 2010 Full Metal Mayhem Young Bucks, aka Generation Me.
Get it right, Max and Jeremy.
Yeah. Come on. This is before your time, J-Bo. This is before your Max and Jeremy.
Before my time.
The younger Bucks.
The much younger Bucks. Max and
the Doe Bucks.
AKA, Max and Jeremy Buck against the Motor City Machine Guns defending their TNA tag titles. And this is a really fun one. I mean, this is just bonkers. Tables, ladders, and just all over the place. And for a while, the discussion during the match is funny because they're none of them are men of big stature. So they're getting to the tops of these ladders, and Taz is he's like God, I think they're gonna need a bigger ladder to get the belts down. So then they finally construct this I don't know what the hell you call it. They've got the ladders lined up, and they've got the table laying down flat on top of the tops of the ladders, and then getting on top of that at the end, and they've got the belts swinging in motion, and Max and Sabin are swinging chairs at each other. Finally, Max drops his chair, gets clobbered with the chair, goes through a table, which is at least a 10-foot drop, and gets the belts. And as he's pulling the belts down, the tables at the tops of the ladders start wobbling, and he visibly has this look on his face like, I almost shit myself. The look on his face is priceless. Like, oh my God, I almost fell and killed myself trying to get these belts down. I mean, the spot is just, I've never seen anybody do a spot like that before. I mean, you've seen similar things in the past, but man, this was just crazy. Look, my cat's even looking at me right now like, what the hell are you talking about?
I guess for anybody who's new watching us because of the AEW thing, if you didn't know, the Bucks were in TNA a long time ago and had a couple of classics, with the guns and stuff. So check that out and go back and watch. Xplosion is a free one to watch.
They were really good back then too. I mean, they were underrated in my opinion.
Let's go check that out, guys. My favorite though, I gotta say, between that little feud they had was they did an empty arena match on that reaction show that TNA used to have, like after Impact would air, and it was a fucking that is like such a forgotten show. But that match that the Bucks and Guns did was like almost seemed like a shoot. If anybody can hunt that one down, it's not on the app or anything, but empty arena on reaction, Bucks and Guns. That was pretty awesome. The Guns just beat the piss out of them. It was great.
Wow.
Super intense match. But and what was our recap match this week?
Well, it wasn't a match.
Oh,
it was Kenny's debut segment on the bus.
Yeah, that's right. That was the debut. The whole recap of the debut segment.
Push that. I'm sure Kenny will probably won't be a match next week. Will probably be the other Kenny segment because remember we're a week behind on all this. So
yeah,
I think it's going to be Kenny as long as Kenny's around.
Yeah, I mean they're going to milk it. We're gonna lead into the before we went on the air. Alicia and I were talking about where we're at with this mentally, so we'll open it up in the open forum right now. And
gonna talk about Shivani.
Yeah, we're gonna. Let's go right to it. Let's go to the open forum. Let's go ahead and let's go to. We need like transition music like they used to have on sitcoms. Like
a bumper,
like a little bumper. I mean, we have this. Hey, welcome back to the open forum now. Like we could do something like that. But so let's do that. Let's open it up. Okay, let's perfect segue into this, right? That was Xplosion. Okay, this AEW thing, I get. Okay, I was telling Alicia this before. I'm like, I get the heat building, the slow burn, but my issue right now, where this all stands, is that Impact's not getting any chance to look like an actual contender in this whole thing whatsoever.
No, they're just getting shit on by people outside of the realm, Well,
my thing is like, okay, I always go back, and Alicia watched a lot of WCW too also, right? So Alicia, you were there during the NWO stuff. Oh, yeah. So the one key thing when the NWO is coming in, and they're coming in, they're fucking with, they're disrupting everybody, they're tearing everything apart. The idea was that WCW guys kept trying, no matter what. They tried getting into the building, get into their locker room, attacking the limo, right? Like, Alicia, I can't remember a time when like the WCW guys weren't trying to at least get an advantage.
A little resistance, a little pushback.
Yeah. So in this case, though, you got Omega shows up 2 weeks in a row. Punk's our champion. Then the Good Brothers turn on the company and join their boy. And at no point on their show, which is a fucking layup, to just at least have a mention or to at least have Swan causing some ruckus, trying to get in the building, like, let me at him. Fuck, he's not going to do that shit to me, And, like, security can keep him out, but something where, like, you're trying to say, no, you're not going to come to my show and punk me. No way. Rich Swann lives in Florida. Like, this is a layup to me. I can't understand why this is happening the way it's happening. Bill, you're in the know. You're in the mix. You're watching all this stuff. What the hell am I missing here? Usually put a positive spin on all the shit I'm upset about usually. Give me some spin on this.
Well, the positive is this is all still good for Impact.
It is still, yes.
It's increasing ratings. It's getting new viewers. So that's a good thing. No matter what, it's a positive. Is it what we wanted? Not yet. Definitely not yet. And me, I'm not taking kindly to Kev here. He knows. Not taking kindly to these shots by the Tonys. Not that's the one too many. Because if you're going to be ripping our TV network, if you're going to be ripping things a little too more, like it's one thing to just rip storylines and talent. Like I could rip the Jacksonville Jaguars. They suck.
Like 1 in 13.
Spend a little time on them, buddy.
Yeah.
Just flex your biceps and do something with your football team. Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Or Shivani.
Hey,
come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Or Shivani, he could just banish to the minor leagues of baseball for another 18 years.
Yeah, can quit the business for 18 years, whatever he said. Where you can do this.
Yeah, one night, and then I quit the business for 18 years.
You can do that, right? Go. But, I'm seeing what you're saying. It's good. It's good for the company for exposure. But if this is a story, you're telling a story at Impact. Where's the continuation of the story? You get
there is no continuation as of now. There's no continuation on there because to them, like I was on Smash this past Wednesday after watching the show, and to them, Hard to Kill doesn't even exist. I don't think. Once he actually wrestles on there, do they acknowledge it? I don't know. They're treating it like maybe because like obviously Jon Moxley did. I saw him at the Collective at Bloodsport, but I don't think they ever acknowledged that on TV either. So they're just treating any non-AEW appearance as nothing. I don't know if they.
But this has their belt, like their title is there, like they're owners on TV.
That's why I don't think there's going to be something at some point. I still think
It's going to be breadcrumbs, though. It's not going to be, hey, there's a payoff immediately the following week. We're not going to be. No.
Yeah, those are over. Like, don't think about that. I'd say wait till Hard to Kill and see what happens afterwards.
Go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
As an Impact fan, they're not doing anything that's making me want to tune into their product.
Exactly.
So I get lost in the sauce in this whole thing because
exactly.
I don't think these people are bad at what they're doing necessarily. I like the storyline that they're progressing, but you know, all the advertising they're doing on our show is like, oh, come watch AEW, and so okay, where's Impact? Like,
yeah. You're giving me an impression they're going to be on. It's like, oh, you're going to see your guys here too. By the way, like it seems like you're giving me a false hope. That, yeah, where? Yeah, like Don Callis doesn't count to me. Like I wanted to see Swan. I just feel like if it's a real fight, the idea is to sell the illusion of combat, and the whole thing is to sell the illusion of a fight. If the illusion of a fight is you came here, you punked me out. I'm Rich Swann. You've punked me out in front of my company at my place. I'll be goddamned if I don't try to at least get into your building. That's the idea. What even if it was Swan on the outside? What did I miss?
I was just gonna.
He's NWO'd.
Yeah, look, it's this. You can type all this. You can type it all you want, brother. It's not gonna happen.
Nah, they're not buying Anthem out. They're not buying Anthem out.
Anthem owns Impact Wrestling and the network they're on. So,
but honestly, we have no one to blame for that because that comment might as well have been Tony Khan. Biceps Tony.
Go Biceps Tony.
Hey, Impact Wrestling. It's great to be here tonight.
Yeah, Biceps Tony there. I just don't. Yeah, hey, J-Bone, not bad. No, he's taking it. Sorry. I just
it's an optical illusion.
I'm like, dude. If I'm a dude, I'm a fighter. I'm a champion. You came into my house and slapped me around. I got at least. I don't care if it's Rich even being taken away by security. If that little 1 minute of appearance on Dynamite happened, where it's like you're sitting there causing some ruckus, I'm in. You got me. But the fact that it's like and I get Kevin saying patience, I get it, but how from a logic standpoint, you punked me out yesterday. I'm not gonna wait a month to get back at you. I'm gonna fucking do it. Shit, fuck that. I'm gonna come over right away and try to whoop your ass. You're not gonna embarrass me.
Yeah, well,
so I don't know.
We're 2 weeks in now, and there's not a fair trade here. So
and now we're on a break, right? Now we got a 2-week break.
So
now it's
even more so.
It's a month.
Yeah,
okay, look. Kevin, I see what you're saying. I just feel like it happened at such a time when you had this, you had the Christmas break coming up, so you're stuck either way. So that's my thing. I don't know.
It's like a Walking Dead. You gotta wait a month before it comes back.
Yeah, well, Rich's head got bashed. So
yeah,
what?
It was to find out who naked skull got bashed.
Someone will pay.
Well, he's been knocked silly. Kevin, he's been knocked silly for 2 weeks. What's going on here? What's going on here? Shit. But I don't know. We'll see. Either way,
rub some dirt on it, champ. Come on.
We'll see what happens.
I like the storyline, but can we get some?
We gotta get some
Acknowledgement on the other show since they're getting so much on ours.
Yeah, something. So we'll see. I'm hoping.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. That's what a partnership is to me.
Anything.
Well, that's the thing. That's the mistake. It's not a partnership right now.
It's not.
It's some kind of working agreement. I mean, it's something.
Well, it's Kenny working.
It's the Don and Kenny show. That's what I think is being put out there.
There is no Don and Kenny show without Tony Khan saying yes, go ahead and put our belt on.
Well, yeah, and Tony and Tony. That's the mix.
Either way, he's authorizing it. He could very well authorize a segment for them on.
He could, and he might.
And that's what I'm gonna see what happens after the holidays.
I need a Scott D'Amore paid advertisement, and I need it pronto.
Yes, we do. He's been shooting back now. Scott D'Amore's been firing shots online, which I like. So we'll see. We'll see where it all goes, guys.
There's at least that. So
yeah.
Before another question, I don't know if we got to do the official J-Bone news, but there's at least one thing, and it's been referred to on comments. I don't know, before highlighting them, should we address it? Because she did address it. It ain't fake wrestling news anymore. Well, she addressed that she just graduated.
Well, let's give Bill. Let's do it right. Let's give the man a jingle.
Yeah, give him a jingle. Give him a jingle jangle.
There you go, jingle jangle jam. It gives me a chance to breathe for a minute. Here you go, J-Bone's news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, J-Bone's news. I said I was going to give you a chance to breathe for a minute, but I'm doing this whole thing. I hope he's got something to say. He knew what Bill was talking about. But either way, if he doesn't, Bill will. Take it away, J-Bone.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
I love the fake wrestling news. What do you got, Jay?
All right, so it did come out recently, a few days ago, that Madison Rayne is departing Impact Wrestling to take a full-time job outside of the pro wrestling industry. So I think when the news started to get out there, it was like, oh, well, she's just going to help out the Knockouts division similar to what Gail Kim is doing. But no, she's actually leaving Impact Wrestling. She's leaving.
Aww.
Yeah. So it sucks, but
I get it though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's you
go to
can
school for a career, you know, there comes a point where you have to start working in it and getting the experience, the field experience. So good for her.
Yeah.
And she's only 35. Like, she did a lot in her career in her 20s. Like,
yeah, amazing career.
That's crazy to think she's only 35 and she's literally like done everything like up to that point. You know, that's awesome, man. That is really awesome. And she has a daughter. Like, she's got a kid too.
Yeah.
You know, like
got a family, you know, established in life.
That's
it's
good
all
for
good.
her.
It's nothing but love. And if she ever wants to come back, you know, we'd love to have her. But, you know.
Yeah. I assume that door is completely open at all times. Like, that's never gonna close. So that's cool. Yeah. Did she say where she's going, Jay?
No, it's but the tweet here, I'm just going to read the tweet aloud. It says, I officially graduated today. The ceremony was virtual, so I graduated in sweatpants. 2020 is so weird, but regardless, I did it, and I did it magna cum laude.
Cool,
so congratulations to Madison Rayne, and hey, whatever you do from here on in the outside of pro wrestling, we know you're going to kill it. You're tremendous.
That's awesome. Good for. I thought I heard something that was like medical related. I don't know if I'm making that up or somebody made it up and I just heard it, but I thought it was something in the medical industry. Not sure what, but good for Madison Rayne, man. We're gonna miss her for sure. Is that effective? Like, that's like now. I imagine she just closed the year out and that's it, right? That she's done.
Yeah, I don't know exactly like how many more appearances she's gonna make on TV as far as what was taped, or if she's going to go after the pay-per-view. I really have no idea.
Because we know for the best ofs, I believe Josh said it's him and Don. I mean, him and Scott D'Amore.
Oh, okay. All right.
Doing like the awards.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, we'll see what happens, guys, but that's it. Madison Rayne, thank you for the memories. I'm sure we'll see you again, but and then she did a bang-up job on commentary, too. I'm going to give it to her.
She did, and let's not forget locker room talk. Now, I'm hoping this becomes a solo swingman vehicle.
Oh man.
Can you imagine?
He's the co-host. He should elevate to the full-time host, I would say.
Can he hold it down, Daddy?
He can hold it down. If he needs a new sidekick, I will offer my services.
Bill will do anything to get back into taping somehow. Somehow. If it's not going to be front row, he'll be there on Swingers.
I'll be like, you need to
I want my pizzles back.
I'll get him the pizzles.
The pizzles. Here you go.
I'll get the Rizats ready.
We'll see. Hey, listen, that'd be awesome, man. If it goes to a swinger thing.
What are you doing on the road, Bill? My gosh.
My God, Bill.
Well, I could not interact with him, but I saw the swingman in action last night.
Oh, you did? Nice. How was it?
It was good. He lost to a guy that's been talked about, speculated in Impact for a long time, Davey Boy Smith Jr.
No shit. He fought Davey Boy Smith Jr.?
Oh, in fact, I saw something earlier today. We can quick touch on it, get a couple of opinions floating out there. So as of last night, I believe he's officially a free agent.
There's a mixed reaction of whether people want him in Impact or not. When we opened that up last couple weeks ago on this show, there was like half people were like, fuck that, no way. And the other half are like, oh, I'm all in, bring him in.
I think they're the people that are assuming he's going to up north automatically are saying that.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Alicia?
Who?
Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh,
Harry Smith.
Whatever.
Yeah, I haven't seen
wherever he goes.
Yeah, I never really saw too much because he was MLW this whole time, right? So I don't watch their shows. I don't really know how much he was doing. I saw him really early working for Resistance Pro in Chicago for Billy Corgan's old promotion here. Super early in his like indie career, but nothing since he's been kind of polished and stuff. So I don't know. But let's open that back up to the chat again. Do you guys want to see Davey Boy Smith Jr.? Do you want to not pass? What do you think? Should he end up here? Could he fit right in? Could he feud with somebody? He's gotten better. I know he's only involved. He went to Japan, had a big run there and stuff. So, like I said, a lot of people seem to like him. A lot of people are indifferent.
I'll tell you, and let's not forget the new TV deal in the UK. Be a nice attraction for possibly even a fall tour.
That's a good point, man. I mean, you got to think business, right? Like that fall tour was rumored for this past year. He is the British Bulldogs kid. The British Bulldogs still over, like there is that connection from a marketing standpoint. You have him on your roster. It really helps bring some people in. Never know. I'm not going to say no. Business wise, I think it makes sense if you're going to the UK more. I'd love to. We're going to open this up on Tuesday. Don't forget, guys. We're going to do we're going to open the room up on Twitch earlier before the review starts. And it's going to be the award show anyway, but Bison and Joe will be hanging out with us. I'm going to get their opinion on this from the British standpoint. The UK guys, what do they think? Is he actually liked as much there? Do they look at him like they did his father? It'd be nice to get their take on this whole thing. So I'm curious about that. By the way, Bison and Joe did just drop a new episode on Friday of Impacted, talking all the recent stuff. So that's on the YouTube channel, guys. Go check that out. That's the TNI UK team for anybody who hasn't checked them out yet. We'll see. Any other topics, Bill? You see anything else in the chat there you want to throw up?
Let's see.
Who else has anything?
Guys, throw in some topics here.
Yeah,
I'm going back in the chat just to see.
I don't think I have anything else. Let me look real quick, see if there's anything else.
Get them in there.
I do see my boy Adam Impact in here. He's given away, I think, two of the, now it became 3 giveaways, right, J-Bone? There was a bonus giveaway going on, right, Adam? Let's confirm that.
There was a second one on Friday. I don't know if he's done the third one yet.
Third one's a mystery pack. I know that. So Adam's, I don't know if you're still taking submissions for that, Adam, but go follow him at TNA Wrestle Cards on Twitter, and you can maybe get it on this last giveaway. But he's giving away a bunch of Shop Impact merchandise for the holidays. Yes, he has. That's confirmed. Good to see you.
I know we're early on this, but since we kind of talked about Kenny a little bit, what's the early thoughts? I know a lot of negativity on the partnership right now, but does somebody come with him at Hard to Kill, or is just Kenny and Don, maybe Tony Khan? Could you see somebody Hard to Kill?
I see Tony Khan coming. I totally see him working his way into this one, no doubt. I also see something at the booth where Tony Schiavone insists on calling that match too, like along with that.
Josh can say, "You can kiss my ass."
Yeah, something like that. Like you have the classic Tenay and Schiavone face-off is now Josh and Schiavone or something. I swear. Wait, Alicia, have you ever seen the Mike Tenay and Tony Schiavone face-off that happened like 6? Oh my God! Can somebody send Alicia this link? Like it's on YouTube. Alicia, this is like the greatest shoot moment. It fucked CM Punk's little shoot. Like this is it. It's when Schiavone showed up on TNA after being gone for 2 years and was like super bitter, pissed the fuck off that he didn't get hired. And he comes in looking like Bill. I mean, he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt. Bill's got, but his was way more. He's got the Hawaiian shirt on. He's got the Kiss T-shirt on.
This is not a Hawaiian shirt. This is a jacket.
That's a jealous jacket. He's coming in like Schiavone looks like he is just gone. And he lets it rip on Mike Tenay, and they just start shooting to the point where like Russo comes in to like calm it down. It's fucking wild. I need to get you that link. It's amazing. But I'm guessing they get involved because they're kind of like focal heat points of this whole thing, right? So I'm guessing Schiavone shows up for commentary. Khan works his way into this. That's my prediction. What about you guys? What about you, Bill?
I think something I don't think it's going to be like a main like John Moxley's not showing.
No, there's no
like
reason to.
Yeah, I could see. I'm with you. A Khan or a Shivani, who we already saw pieces of, or maybe even somebody else. Maybe somebody with a former Impact connection, if anybody else, because there are a bunch of them on the roster over there. So maybe that. So that could be the connection. But very interesting because we keep getting teased every week about AEW on Wednesday and Impact. Kevin Martin, he's just playing into that. He's teasing us right here because it's called Holiday Bash, and he wants to see someone bash their face on Wednesday. So,
and theirs is a tape show this Wednesday. This is all taped.
Yes, this was. I can't give the specifics, but I believe it was taped last week.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, yeah.
But they could obviously do a segment like the stuff with Omega was done much later after those tapings. So
okay. Sounds good, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it all goes. I'm curious what happens, but all the way J-Bone will be watching and reviewing, I'm sure. So we'll find out. Have fun with that, J-Bone. Because
I'm gonna get you guys in on one of these days.
I texted our little group last week and I was like, so does Swan show up? And he's like, no, we're shooting on it right now. I'm like, plug it. Guess I'll have to watch this one. But
as Kevin said, he has a head injury, so that'd been too quick.
Nursing weeks, he's been nursing it. We'll see.
We'll see if by maybe not the Holiday Bash, but if they do something by maybe their second part of the New Year's episode, I might be able to add something live.
If this all lasts if this all lasts longer than Hard to Kill, then I think we'll end up getting our money's worth out of this.
We'll find out. Hard to Kill.
If it goes to Rebellion or Slammiversary, then you'll see the big payoff you wanted within a couple of weeks, but you might get it 6 months later.
I was like, can you see it going 6 months? That's
Impact does that. Remember, never forget, Sammy and Tessa was 7 months.
Was it 7 months? Holy
between all the OVE shit and everything, yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, and there's a lot of different ways they could do it and keep it fresh. They can involve the tag teams. They can involve the ladies, knockouts. There's a lot of different ways they can do this. So it doesn't have to stay focally on Kenny. It doesn't have to stay on the top championship.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'm not gonna, my brain's not gonna leak out of my head if it don't happen. But I'm just saying this. They have plenty of ways they can do this. So and if they don't want to burn it all out at once and do one huge show with everyone, then that's what we're gonna get. We'll get a slow burn.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's take a few more topics. We got about 15 minutes before we're gonna call it tonight. So what else we got?
There are a number of questions now in the chat.
Throw it in. Throw them up. Let's go. Let's blast through them. What do we got? What do we got, guys? Let's talk about it. It's a Sunday dinner. Let's air the grievances and talk. We really got to start taking phone calls. I really want to get the phone call thing.
There was some earlier, but here I'll just randomly grab one.
There you go.
What's everyone's favorite all-time Impact theme song, and what's their worst? Okay, can I be honest? I hate the Killer Queen song from Madison Rayne. I hate it. I don't like it. I love Madison.
Bad. So dated.
It's so dated. And I'm like, I love Madison, but I hate that song. I don't like that song.
I'm not a fan of that one either.
It's like, well, you hate the bad shit, but I just don't like it. My favorite is, dude, I'm very partial to and this is going back, the America's Most Wanted Guilty song, like the heavy metal version song that they came out to. I love that one. That's probably my favorite. I just love it. It was awesome to me. It just has a cool, ominous feel to it. So I don't know. Let's go around. Alicia, what's your favorite, worst and favorite? This is a good question for everybody in the chat too. Everybody.
Oh man,
I'd love to hear everybody chat.
The worst was Robbie. What was that team?
Yeah, the Bromans. I was going to go Bromans too.
God, the Bromans.
And I think my favorite, probably Daphne's.
Oh, I'm trying to remember Daphne's. Man,
Very
I did
metal.
love. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up in a little bit. I love Daphne.
Metal.
Love Daphne. She's been surfacing a little bit more lately too, talking about mental health and stuff like that. So anybody's an old Daphne fan, give her a follow on Instagram and stuff. She's been really she's been getting back out there. She went through a little bit of a tough time, so definitely get back. She's back out there now more, so show her some love. I'm a big fan of Daphne. She was super cool. Super. Are you gonna pull out merch? I'm like, you're not to get the merch table. I'm like, Bill's gonna pull out some merch, some Daphne merch.
Oh no! I have no Daphne merch. I flew Spirit, so I have very limited merch. So I had to fit everything in a backpack.
It's everything. Yeah, it's like, hey, sir, do you have your luggage with you? It's like, yes, I have like one little piece of. I can carry this on my little adapter.
Like I'm wearing 5 layers of clothes with me.
I can carry my little merchandise on. J-Bone, you got a favorite and a worst?
Not necessarily a worst. When I was watching, by the way, cheap plug for Smash This Podcast, I just reviewed Genesis 2005 for a throwback over on Smash This Podcast. That was a blast. I think one of my favorites, honestly, and watching the inception of the origin of this bounce all over the place until it finally landed on someone and stayed, I'd say Abyss's theme was pretty cool.
We've been talking about how it was used for 6 people in the early days.
Yeah, just someone new and Brutal shows up and hey, it's that theme and Monty Brown had it, I think, first, or something like that. I don't know.
It was technically Monty Brown's music first. And then it went to everybody. It's like, new big guy, give him the Abyss theme song. Yeah. I think the Impact Wrestling News Twitter account, who's been really awesome to us, by the way, he said he had a running count going that it was used by 6 people at one point. And he's like, I lost count after 6. I'm like, shit, man. But yeah, that's a good one though. That's something good. But I love the America's Most Wanted. But Killer Queen, man, I'm sorry, Bill, I can't do it.
Well, I'll have to go with. Speaking of generic, I'm gonna have to go with the generic any Mexican Latino wrestler.
Oh my God, that's the worst. It's like they used it for every Latin wrestler who ever came through, and it was that same and it was like the fucking the rip-off of
Santana.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, Alicia, in the throwback we're watching during throwback, it's literally like Muzak version of Smooth by Santana and Rob Thomas, and it's like, guy's got a Hispanic last name, throw it on him.
Man, that's terrible.
Yes, it seems so bad in retrospect.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, then the SATs use it, and then they used it for Conan, and then every single person in Conan brought in against
everybody.
Jerry Lynn or whoever the feud
Jerry
was.
Lynn.
Oh my God, it was hilarious.
It was literally just like, oh, he's got a mask? Luchador? Give him the Rob Thomas music. Santana it is. It's like, fuck. Everybody. But yeah, that was pretty bad. That's definitely pretty bad too.
And then for best, I like a lot of theme songs, but I guess just for personal preference and my involvement in it, I got to go with Trouble.
That's
you're part of the O's, the OOOs.
Oh, I do like the classic LAX.
Yeah, Lisa doesn't like that at all. She's like, Madison.
It's so 2000s.
Oh, it is. But I think I like all those. I love the 2000s.
Yeah,
songs.
it's
for current songs. The new Good Brothers is fantastic, though.
Yeah, the Good Brothers one is pretty cool. It's catchy. I think the best hook of the EC3 one though is the beginning when it starts. Yes. That's kind of what gets you hooked into it. If
Ladies
anything.
And gentlemen,
yeah,
EC3,
and then that, yeah. You know, it has like an endearing feeling, especially in this.
Well, just like the beginning, a lot of good intros to these songs. Like obviously, we all love the AJ.
Yes.
Get ready to fly.
Oh man, yeah.
Do that, and then like Sting. Before that, much better. We went over it the other day. Sting's current entrance, sucks. And
Does it suck?
Impact
The new
one
one?
was awesome. Oh, it's awful.
Really? I don't know.
It's snowing for some reason.
It's snowing. Stinging snow now.
It's snowing indoors in Florida.
Oh boy. It's winter. I guess,
I guess so.
They have a pay-per-view coming called like Winter is Coming or something. Someone's
Yo,
doing it now, right?
I think isn't that coming up like next month or something? I've seen this, but I have no idea.
Or did it already happen?
No, that's the one that already. That's where he came.
Okay.
Oh, that's happened already?
Yeah, Winter is
Wait,
Coming
that's
was
where
his
Kenny
name.
won the belt, right?
Yeah, that's where Kenny won the belt.
Winter is Coming. I thought that was.
Adam,
Like I said the other day on the Smash, I think just Tony Khan is probably a huge Game of Thrones fan, and he just
Clearly.
mimicked everything with Sting.
Oh.
Clearly.
Being
be.
a Raven,
Throne
so
backstage.
he's Snow and he's Game of Thrones guy. I don't know, but he likes to cross his arms.
He likes to cross his arms and do the one thing where you kind of bump your biceps up underneath your.
Yeah. I'm strong too.
Yeah, look at me, dude. Check out my 24-inch pythons, dude. Adam Impact tugging on the heartstrings with the Scott Hall "Marvelous Me" song. That's a classic too. Very forgotten. It's like almost sexy. That song is. It's really interesting. It's a great one. So yeah, that's a good one too. Let's take like two more, then we'll call it. What else we got here, Bill? Anything else in there?
Hold on. There was a couple. There's a couple in here. Let's see.
3 Live Crew's getting some love in that one.
I love me some 3 Live Crew.
Yeah, let's see, man. There's a lot of people. Curry Man, that's a good one. The Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah,
Here, let's go.
Yeah, Truck, the pseudo Santana thing. That's what we're talking about, man. When it comes to the other one,
yes.
So it's like every Off the Chain. That's a good one too. Kevin Martin, Bobby Roode.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Moose is a good one too. What else you got? Go ahead, Bill.
We'll go with Critical Sting here.
Favorite segment? Oh man, the funeral. Favorite Impact segment of all time: Funeral Fire, Cage Santos wedding, Wrestler's Court. God, Sting, this is too wide of a question, man.
You're right. You could almost divvy them up into different categories.
Yeah, I think
like a
wedding,
a wrestler promo, a wedding. Like, it's tough. Cinematic match.
Yeah, cinematic match. Exactly. There's so many things you can go with this one.
Yeah,
this is a tough one, man.
Narrow it down a little bit and send it back in. So
yeah, I would say narrow that one down because that one's way too far out.
I think my brain just exploded off the inside of my head.
Because
like a favorite from every single one of these.
I know it's the thing. The same. Like I could literally go from each one, or I can just blanket the whole thing. It's like if Johnny Swinger's in it, just put me down as a favorite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What narrow that down a little bit too, and then we'll go back to it. Here's one from Julian Brock. Let me put this one up.
There you go.
What do you think of Bischoff? I'm guessing, and Styles being friends years later when Styles disapproved Bischoff to begin with. Yeah, time heals wounds. Time and money, I think, heals all wounds. These guys are cool now. I know they didn't get along at the time, and that's a big reason for AJ's dissension at the time. But wrestlers, man, money talks. I think money just heals a lot. Money and time heals a lot of wounds for that. So
and you grow with the business, and it's a different company. It's a different atmosphere. You know, it's a lot of different things.
There's a goal by Truck, though. Let's go to that. Go ahead, Bill. Read that one off.
Yeah, who's going to win Talent of the Year for 2020 and why? Because that does make sense with that show coming up on these awards. And they have announced like Knockout of the Year, Talent of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, stuff like that. But like, yeah, who's going to be Talent of? So overall, top Talent of the Year.
Top guy the whole year? Oh, man.
The MVP of Impact Wrestling.
Oof. This is a good question for us. This is a good one.
And what are we doing as our year? January through December, right? That's our year. We're not PWI in this thing.
Go ahead. Alicia's got it. Go.
Alicia's siding.
What'd you say?
I said Rohit.
Rohit, man. Because they split it off into an X Division star too. But man, Rohit has been like the most like growing continuously on his own.
Yeah.
Dude, like no support, like did his own thing all year, man. Rohit's a good one. I have to back Rohit.
Hard to kill to now.
Hard to kill to now, yeah. Because remember, I would have said Swan because I'm sure it would have been a big rise, but Swan has been out for most of the year. Eric Young's only been back half a year. Sammy kind of took a step back to do some other stuff this year. I feel like even Eddie took a little step back this year. So a lot of the former like first tier went and opened it up. I don't know. Moose is up there too, but I'm going to go Rohit too. I'm going to back Alicia on Rohit. Moose is a close second for me though. Moose is a close second. I think Moose did a lot of good work this year. So like really get himself into a real. He's closing the year at a top spot. You know, so I think he's coming into 21 as a top guy for sure. Bill or Jay, what do you got?
You know, I can't disagree with Rohit. And this crew in particular has helped open my eyes to him as an individual, and he's ever since he kind of broke away from the Dacey Hit Squad and became X Division champ, man, his charisma went through the roof. His in-ring talent evolved to a point where we saw him beating bigger guys like Jake, and that right there was eye-opening. When he started using that, and we bring it up every time we see it because it's so devastating, that freaking running knee.
I love the running knee.
It's amazing. There's not too many people that use it nowadays and use it that devastatingly. There's I guess there's a champ at another company that uses it, but anyways,
yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, Rohit's great. I gotta go with I'd say as a tie. I'd say Taya has done great things as the longest reigning knockouts champion between last year and this year, and then her character evolving in the whole Wrestle House thing. So there, you got a male talent and a knockout talent for me.
There you go. Cool. What do you got, Bill?
All right, there's a couple. Some good names. Rohit, good name.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be on the list. Moose, good name, be on the list. I definitely want to give. I was close to giving it to Chris Bay because he did win the X Division title. He got a main event push, which was the opposite of Ace Austin, who lost the X Division title, did not capture the world or tag teams, and hasn't been featured lately. So I got to hold that against Ace. I don't want to, but I got to.
Yeah.
So and this one was someone that wasn't there at the beginning of the year, but came in before all the other talent. So I'm going to give it to her. Deanna Parazzo.
Deanna,
she came in before the other ones, before Slammiversary. She worked before that. She won the title twice, and this is the key. Remember, Hard to Kill was all about Tessa Blanchard. Deanna came in and made us forget about Tessa Blanchard.
Sure did.
That's
she took her spot.
Wow, yeah, totally. Got agree.
I got to give it Deanna, MVP.
Deanna's a good one too, man. She really, really kicked ass this year. I'll give it to her. And we were not totally high on her, like coming in, and but man, she really, really proved her worth. Like she's awesome. She really kicked ass. So yeah, that's a good pick. Real good pick. Let's do one more and we'll call it a night. What else we got, Bill? Any more lingering in there?
Let's see
what else we got here. But I'm sure you guys got one more for us to throw at us, then we'll call it a night. Here we go. Here, Hakeem's got a good one. Let's go with this. Who do you expect to be the MVPs next year? Who's set up now for next year?
Oh, man.
If I can start, I'm going to go Swan for sure. Swan and Moose. I think Moose is gearing up for a real big year. I'm going to say Moose is due for that huge year that it's been waiting for. So Moose and Swan already is he lost time this year, but I think Swan is set up for just to like go in as an established like big name already, for 21. So Swan and Moose, but Moose is going to have a huge year. I'm going with that. Let's go, Alicia. What do you got?
I agree with you, but also add Kimberly into that mix.
Kimberly for sure. Knockouts wise, yes, absolutely. I think she is. It's like her breakout's been slow, but it's been like this whole like slow build for Kimber. No doubt she's getting that belt in 21. I have to hope she's getting that belt in 21 for sure. Jay, what do you got? I guess we should have been fair and said like male, like knockout and male roster because they're so big now both sides. Right. But I'll take Kimberly with that one too for my knockout pick.
There you go.
Yeah. What do you got? Knockout and and the guys. What do you got, Jay?
Male and female talent. I'm gonna say Josh Alexander breaking away from Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
I think his 2021 is going to be absolutely devastating, and
in a good way. It's a tough one. That's a word that could be very misinterpreted.
No. I mean that as a positive for him. I mean, I think he's
just a
really
terrible year.
He's,
just one devastating year after another.
Josh Alexander is going to be our new Mr. Explosion. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God. My God.
And if I accidentally jinxed him, I'll quit the show in a year. And someone else I also want to see have a breakout year next year is Ace Austin, because man, he's gotta, I don't care who he's paired with, he solo or give him a faction, whatever. I don't care. He's the future, because his physique is amazing. He looks like a star. His charisma is through the roof. Get his ass back on television.
We need that.
So between Josh and Ace, knockout. Oof. I'm gonna throw two out there just because one I want to see in the company in the future, but she's not signed yet, as far as we know. So I'm gonna say Killer Kelly, and if she is not permanently with the company within the next few months, then I'll go with Tasha Steelz.
Tasha, oh man, I mean they're my pick to win the tag belts. Her and Kiera. I haven't said that all day. Kiera. So, but speaking of Kiera, yes, Deanna is the reason we forgot about that. Thank you. I agree.
There's a lot of reasons we're not thinking about Tessa.
That's true.
And Tessa is mostly the reason we're not thinking about Tessa.
Hey, 21 could be the year of Tessa on the return.
Cut his mic. Boo. Boo. No way. No way.
Cocktail hour, brother.
I hear MLW needs some ladies.
Yikes. No, these two are going to break. I mean, on everything else aside, knockouts, tag belts.
Whose uncle is this? If the 80s don't come back and get their uncle for real.
These two ladies right there. I'm telling you. I can't wait for their year to come up. But Bill, get your pick in, and we're going to close it up for tonight.
I would say I'm with you on Moose. I feel like I probably would have said that last year and the year before that.
Yeah, I think we've been waiting for Moose for a while.
So I'd like to say Moose, and I think it could be Moose.
But real quick before you give your pick, I think we've come to learn that like Moose needed some more time to really just build up, man. I think we needed to get.
Well, the first time was Face Moose. Then there's been the heel Moose, but like now there's the narrative Moose.
And it's like a combination of all of it. And like now it's like, dude, I think you're officially ready to roll. Like we all thought he was ready 2 years ago, but it's like, nah, man, like you grew a lot in 2 years. And now he's fucking getting the prime. You know?
Because I would love to say one of the young guys, but once again, I think it's probably too early. Ace Austin, Chris Bay. That's how I felt about Moose a couple years ago. So now is Moose's time. So it probably will be Moose, but caveat. Because you're saying MVP for Impact Wrestling. So I'm going to say what does the greatest good for Impact Wrestling? What's most valuable for Impact Wrestling? If it goes to Slammiversary, Kenny Omega is MVP of Impact Wrestling.
My God. What the hell did you just say? Did you just turn on us? Oh,
I did not turn. I'm just saying.
Yeah, one night, and then I quit the business for 18 years.
I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done. Shame on the show is yours. I'm out of here. I can't believe it.
But if Moose is the one that gets the title, if he takes it and Moose gets it back for the company, then Moose is the MVP, obviously.
We all just took it
in my ass.
That's it. That's from Bill just now. Unbelievable, Bill. Thanks very much. You ended the show terribly today. This is the worst way you can end it the show today. I cannot believe what I just heard. J-Bo, Bill, me and you.
Match time!
Look, no stranger to controversy. Our dear friend, our front row Lord and Savior, Bill Gardner himself. You really, you know what, Bill? You set up a good show for Tuesday. I'm going to say that. You set up a hell of a Tuesday. I want everybody to save the fire you got. Bring it Tuesday, because we're gonna shots fired on that one. You know, Bill, I'm gonna give you the machine gun tonight. You sure as hell even got the machine gun.
Wait. I need the Kenny machine gun.
Oh, okay. I guess you do need the Kenny machine gun because that's because since you did put him on the top there, you go. The best part of it's the glitch. The glitch is the best part of the. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's get the plugs in here. Alicia, where can people find you at?
Only on Instagram at Alicia B. Cakey.
Very nice. Only on Instagram. J-Bone, where are you going to be tomorrow, day after that, even on fucking Christmas? I assume you're going to be broadcasting about something.
I'm going to be the sad, lonely guy on YouTube on Christmas. No,
Like,
I don't know.
Everybody, I'm here. I'm live. Everybody here? Hey, I want to thank Paul Nelson for showing up tonight.
Quit celebrating Christmas and pay attention to me. No, I'm kidding.
I want to talk about Seth Rollins. Anybody? Got you.
Congratulations to Becky Lynch. Does anybody give a shit? No. Anyways.
Yeah, actually, that's awesome that she had a baby.
Does anybody give a shit? Does anybody give a shit that J-Bone is talking about it on Christmas? That's what we're talking about.
They gave birth to the Messiah, right?
Yes. Go ahead, J-Bone.
Jiminy Christmas. But yeah, you can find me over on the other little podcast called Smash This Podcast. You can find it on the YouTube and the Twitch and the Instanet and the Twitter box and the Facebox.
Bill, what about you?
On the Twitter and the Instagram, and my name at William M. Gardner, Gardner.
Very nice. Guys, you get me at Trent Zuberi over on Twitter. Also, the other show I do with Basil called the Backstage Boys Podcast, the BSB Show on Twitter. Also on Twitch, twitch.tv/the BSB Show as well. Follow us on there. We go live on Mondays now. We're doing some stuff here and there, talking behind the scenes of indie wrestling and the production side of things. This show right here, you can follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at We Talk Impact. Search for Total Nonstop Impact, comes right up. YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact, Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. All audio platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, subscribe, guys. Get on there. Discord at Total Nonstop Impact. Link is in the description. Get on there. These guys are really killing it on the Discord chat. So bunch of different rooms, topics going on, even a treehouse. There's even a treehouse in the Discord.
Yeah, there's a pizza.
There's a pizza chat room in the Discord. I don't know what's going on.
Pizza.
I jump into this Discord once. I'm like, what the fuck is happening in here? They're talking. There's like a room that talks about nothing but treehouse shenanigans, and then pizza, and then like, remember that one fucking guy in Impact like 7 years ago? Fuck that guy. I'm like, what is happening in all these rooms, man? But anyway, get on there, guys. It's fun.
It's wild. It is wild.
Show schedule. Sunday night, as you guys know, is Impact Plus Weekly Open Forum Xplosion Talk. Tuesday is the flagship show where we talk about Impact on Access TV, and we break down the show we just saw. Thursdays are throwbacks. This whole week is Christmas week coming up. So here's the schedule going on. Tuesday, I'm going to open up the twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, 5 o'clock Central. We'll open it up. Joe and Bison will be hanging out with us. It'll be the Christmas party, pop in and out. We'll all be here hanging out with you guys, talking whatever. The show will start at 7 o'clock Central. So we'll watch it. We'll see what the awards are, the recaps are. We'll do the review at normal time. Do that. I think Ingrid will be joining us live for the live shots fired murder execution of me around Christmas. That's going to be ridiculous.
I'll protect you a little, buddy.
Thank you, bud. Thank you. No throwback this week, guys, because it falls on Christmas Eve, and I don't think we really don't want to do that on Christmas Eve. So we'll be back with throwback the following week, and then so don't forget every Friday, Impacted with Joe and Bison comes out. It's the UK take on all the Impact Wrestling stuff that happens every Friday, plus a bunch of specials. So go get subscribed over on YouTube at youtube.com/Total Nonstop Impact. And thank you for everybody, all the new subscribers. We really appreciate a lot of love on YouTube lately. So really, really loving that, man. I think that does it. Anything else? Bill, am I missing anything?
No, I think you got it. Obviously you can get the merch if you want some Christmas late. You won't get it by Christmas unless they have speed delivery or you live in Chicago and go pick it up. But
you definitely won't get it.
IOU. You get a gift certificate.
You can send it for Valentine's Day at this rate. That's why when you'll get it. But get your T-shirts, guys. Don't forget to subscribe on Twitch and YouTube as well. Show the love. Thank you for all the love shown to us during the holiday season. We really appreciate it. Real quick, Wednesday night, I'm going to do like an overnighter. I'll be around home, not doing anything. I'm going to open up the Twitch. Anybody wants to jump in with me in and out. It's going to be open. I'll just be talking, hanging out, maybe just co-streaming. Whatever sub and bit money's raised is all going to Toys for Tots. We're going to donate it the next day to Toys for Tots.
There you go.
So we'll keep it straight. Jay and I will break it down. We'll look at what came in overnight. We'll tally it all up. Whatever it is, even if it's $1, it doesn't even matter what the hell it is, but everything's going to Toys for Tots.
I might be able to spend some time my last night in my hotel room.
If you can, Bill, definitely jump in. Like I said, it'll be open for anybody. Any of you guys want to pop in? I'm just going to put the link in our group, and we want to jump in.
How long are we going to be on? From when to when?
I'll go midnight. I'll go midnight to 6 a.m., man. I don't give a fuck. That's it. I got nowhere to be. It's Christmas Eve.
Maybe we'll do a couple classic watch alongs. We'll pick something fun to watch just to keep our,
Yeah, we'll do something for sure. Yeah, we'll do some watch along. We'll do something. We'll flip through. We'll just come up with something to talk about. So, man, if anybody's awake, we'll bring in some listeners, whatever's going on.
There you go.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. We appreciate it. Have a great Christmas week. We'll see you Tuesday night. Like I said, pop in the Twitch early. You'll get the notification. You guys check it out. Hang out with us. Check that out. And then the review show normal time. So everybody, Merry Christmas week. Have a good time. Be safe. Wear your mask. Love your families. Have a nice dinner. I don't know what the hell. What else? Jingle your bells. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Good night, everybody.